doctor, you also need to trust your financial advisor. Financial author and consultant Herman Brodie is an expert in advisor-client relationships. Trusting your advisor, he says, will give you much more peace of mind.
So if I trust my advisor, I trust my asset manager, the riskiness of the whole enterprise we're doing together is actually diminished. So my level of anxiety is reduced. Now, a lot of bad things can result when we are over anxious about the engagements we're involved in. And financial markets are fraught with all of the kinds of things that we as human beings find the most disagreeable. And this very often leads us to doing precisely the wrong thing at the wrong time. Now, if we perceive the whole riskiness of the engagement to be reduced because we trust the person who we've confided with our assets, then of course this brings enormous amount of reduced stress for clients.
Sadly, some advisors in the past have proved themselves to be far less worthy of trust than others. If trust in your existing advisor has broken down, it's very difficult to rebuild.
So when you get advisors, for example, pushing products that are very expensive when there are cheaper alternatives, or because they're tied to a particular product issuer, or even in the medical professions where doctors have been seen to be prescribing particular medicines because they're taking kickbacks from the pharmaceutical company. It's evidence, therefore, that they're actually not acting in my interest at all. They're acting in their own selfish interests. And this damages perceptions of benevolence. And those perceptions are very, very difficult to recover.
Herman Brodie says there are two components to trusting an advisor. The first is a conscious decision. Is the advisor competent? The second is more subconscious. Does the advisor have my very best interests at heart? Ultimately, he says, you have to trust your gut instinct.
So at least with the conscious part of that evaluation, in terms of the skills and the training and let's say the fiduciary responsibilities that advisor takes on board, on paper that advisor must stack up, so the competence measure must at least be satisfied. But whether you're going to perceive that person as benevolent or not is largely non-conscious. I cannot tell you how you're going to feel about somebody. Who I'm going to be able to be open with is probably going to be somebody who's different to you. And as a consequence, you just have to go with your gut. There is no secret formula to identifying benevolence. Everybody sees benevolence in a slightly different place.
So you should choose an advisor who is clearly competent, but also one who will put your interests ahead of their own. Only you can decide if someone ticks both boxes.